So when we first see Alice at the beginning of this film, she's been traveling for the last 3 years through China and all over the world. So she's just arriving back in London, and she's been a sea captain. So she's full of kind of inspiration and confidence and excitement. And then she comes back and things have changed with her family situation, and she ends up kind of being lured back to Wonderland by the friends in Wonderland, and she realizes that the Hatter's unwell, and they've called her back to try and help him kind of return to his true self. So it's sort of a plight to save the Hatter, and they don't really know what's wrong with him or why he's not himself. Sacha Baron Cohen plays Time, and again he kind of put completely his own spin on the character. He's this the dynamic between Alice and Time is quite funny because he's very pompous and very full of himself and grand, but at the same time everything he says is completely nonsensical, and Alice, I think, is maybe one of the few people who kind of calls him up on his ridiculous way of kind of talking. And so it's quite a fun dynamic. And then Sacha's really just so smart about putting his own sort of twist on the character and his own jokes in there, and you don't quite know what to expect because he just will go off on a tangent which he's kind of improvising himself. I think Alice is a great character. She's very much her own person and very comfortable with who she is, and quite a bit more confident in this film, having spent a few years over, traveling around and being in charge of a ship and crew members. It's evident that she's kind of gained a lot more confidence in her own sort of decisions and opinions and character. And it's nice to play somebody like that. She doesn't let any of the characters kind of push her around, and specifically in the relationship with Time and the Red Queen, she's sort of less fearful, I guess, which is nice.